the first question is, how is my life different when I started coaching? So I would definitely say, my life is different. I remember at the beginning of the coaching session, I felt like I was still in like a stage of like grieving. So just learning how to work through grief, that has tremendously changed, my life, I would say for sure. Just learning different tools to help me overcome, you know, sadness sometimes when I feel it, or um, just learning how to deal with different emotions that would arise because of grief. So working through that. So I would say my life is different because I have the tools to now I have the tools needed to work through a lot of different emotions that I may face day to day. What progress am I most proud of? I would definitely say I am most proud of myself, like just self-love, like giving myself grace in hard moments, and realizing that I'm human, and like you always remind me, we'll be like this. So it'll be like, it's okay. We're going to have ups and downs. But just reminding myself that it's okay. I may have an off day. Let's give myself grace and move forward and apply the tools that I've learned to help me get through whatever emotions I may be feeling at that time. And let me just write some things down and then I'll go to the next question. What were most meaningful aha moments? Sorry, I have notes that I wrote too also, so I'm gonna look back. But there were a lot of different aha moments for me. So I don't know if I could really narrow it down to one.
You don't have to just narrow it down to one, as many as you remember.
Journaling, I think journaling is huge for me, just learning the importance of journaling and facing my feelings. Meditation, and just knowing that, I think this was a big aha moment for me also, when I was going through something and I felt like I couldn't quiet my mind. I couldn't sit for 10 minutes. And I remember you reminded me that meditation can just be for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of meditation here and there throughout your day, that's all you need. And then remembering that another aha moment for me was when you said, I was asking you, do you think that guided meditation is good, or like, the ones with the different vibrations and sounds in the background, and just knowing, the difference between that, where guided meditations kind of tell you where they want you to focus. The other meditations with the different vibrations and sounds, that helps. But you said to me that I'll always remember too, like when you continue to practice meditation, all you need is your breath and your heartbeat. So that was another aha moment for me. And I thought, dang, we really don't need much to get ourselves to clear our mind and silence our mind. So I think that was a aha moment for me, because I really hope to get to that place one day with meditation. So that was good. Also, a big aha moment for me was when you told me that the lowest vibrations is shame and fear. And it just started as a discussion. And I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, that must be the lowest, vibration. And then I went through something where I actually experienced knowing what you said to me. And then I actually experienced those low vibrations. So just knowing that and then going through it, I felt like that was a huge aha moment, even for my life. And just knowing, okay, well, if I get to this place, because again, I'm human and we're going to have ups and downs, what do I need to do to get myself out of this place? Because I never want to stay, vibrating on that level. But that was a huge aha moment for me for sure. Also, Um, being grounded in acceptance. That was another one. Because I think that's hard for me. Sometimes that's hard for me to be grounded in acceptance when dealing with other people. I think that was huge for me. Accepting people for who they are. And I'm still working on it. It's something that I think I have to continue to work on. But that was an aha moment. Just looking at something like being grounded in acceptance. And when I think that when I'm dealing with, anyone that may be my assignment, they may test me, and maybe an assignment that was sent to me, just being grounded in acceptance, you're able to take a different view on it, and it doesn't seem as challenging. Once you accept people for who they are, you realize like, okay, this is not going to change. It's like you lift a huge weight off of your shoulder, and you take the responsibility from them and being disappointed, because what usually would happen is I would want for them to change something that they possibly cannot change because I can't accept it. So now you take that responsibility from them, and you feel this weight lifted off of their shoulder. They're no longer in control of something that they cannot, really change, or in control of your feelings. Mm-hmm. You're in control of it. So just being grounded in that acceptance and being able to accept people for who they are, while at the same time trying to be my higher self. Mm-hmm. So that was big for me. Let me see the next question.
Also share something about how you changed the way you showed up at work.
Yes. So that's huge. I can talk about that throughout. Okay. So, so another aha moment for me is, and just so you know, my job just went fully remote, which a lot of people, places of employment went fully remote. However, one of our very first sessions, we talked about projecting, right, a different level of confidence, because that was one of the things I wanted to work on, was being more confident at work and looking at things differently, not looking at, coming to work, even at home, feeling good about myself. And if that means getting up, getting dressed, not just rolling out of bed and coming to work. At this time, I will project a certain amount of confidence and energy, when I'm on my meetings or my calls, and overall, I'll just feel better and I'll work better. That was a huge aha moment, because I started getting up, getting ready. Even if I didn't necessarily like dress up like I was going in the office, I still got ready, wash my face, make sure I eat breakfast, like comb my hair, because sometimes there would be days I wouldn't want to do that. So just getting ready and taking that time for myself in the morning absolutely has me feeling more confident at work. And even for as far as like meetings, and knowing that to try to contribute, even if it's through a message to say, yes, I agree, or, just trying to really take up space and be recognized at work, and not just sitting on the back burner, and just being authentic to who I am, even in the workplace. If, wearing my hair out and curly and natural makes me feel confident, I will project that same energy to the other people that I'm in contact with throughout my day. If my hair straight makes me feel good, as long as I feel good, regardless of what that I may think that may look like for other people, as long as I feel good, I will project that kind of energy. And also, you said to me one time, I said something to you that I was a little, I don't know why it was bothering me, or I was worried about it. And you asked me a question. You said, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing on, the job description? And I said, yes. And then you said, well, then that's all that matters. And I thought about that, and I'm like, she's right. Like, why? This doesn't have anything to do with what's on my job description. Why should I worry about this? I just need to make sure I'm putting my best foot forward, and I'm trying, And I think that was huge. And by practicing this and doing this, in one of our employee resource groups, I was asked to lead a small group. So by doing that, I was able to be confident enough to know that I am capable to lead this small group. And we have our first meeting in like a couple weeks, which I'm excited about. So, just working with me being more confident at work, me being able to speak up and have a voice, take up space and be authentic while doing it has really helped me grow within the role that I'm in, and also be able to lead this small group. So
there's a parents of special need group, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So it's a small group for parents that have special needs kids. So it's a way that I can connect with other people at work through something that I'm absolutely passionate about, but yet doesn't, it's, something that will diversify what I do. So not directly with my, my job title, but yet it's helping people overall in the company. So that's good. Let's see. What behaviors / practices do I hope to maintain? Absolutely meditation. Meditation, even while at work, is necessary. Sometimes, you just have to quiet the mind and then refocus. Also, knowing that there's not really a such thing as multitasking, but to finish my task at hand and give it my all before I start something else, because then when I go back to it, I'm not going to be as focused as I was when I first touched it. So just trying to finish one thing at a time. And, that's something that I definitely want to keep with me, keeping my, just having boundaries as far as like, my work time and then anything else, especially now that we're in this work from home environment. So just having these boundaries that are set up to help support me to have, a successful day with as little distractions as possible. So, that could be anything from, any distraction you could think of, from a phone to TV, laundry, just having, if my phone rings, just waiting till after work, just being very structured with the way that I set up my day. That's something that I also plan on continuing, so that, I'll be successful continue to be successful working from home. Also, I want to maintain journaling and just writing down. I'm still working on being consistent with this, but just taking time to write down how I feel, because even in my personal life, it will impact my work life. So I have to make sure that everything is aligned, so that I could be the best version of myself, at home and at work. Also, I will work on continuing to, give myself grace, and, when things don't go as planned, just knowing that it's okay, and to, continue to try. Also preparing for, I know a few calls we prepared for one-on-ones, just writing things down, making sure that if I have any questions, now's the time that I bring it up with my manager. So I definitely think, that also, I'm going to continue that as well. And I'm going to, you said something one time, shine in my own light. So shine in my own light, and celebrate who I am, my uniqueness. And that goes for within the workplace. And not to see myself from other people's lenses. So these are things that I want to continue to remember, and I want to continue to apply day to day. And just, I think being authentic is huge. We say it, and sometimes it's harder, said than it's harder. It's easy to say, but hard to actually do it. Just to be authentic, that's just very important, and be aware of my own light that I have within.
And intentions.
Yes, setting my own light in my intentions. Yes.
And for you, there was another big one. You have this gift, intuition.
I always have a very strong intuition. So just learning to trust it, and just let it guide me. Like, just know that if something does not feel right, then to trust it and not move forward. Or or if it's telling me to do something and it does feel right, then to kind of trust it even when I'm nervous, to just trust it and let it guide me. So yes, definitely not being scared of my intuition, but instead just trusting it, and following it. And that's something else that I want to continue journaling about. One time you had me journal, how many times did I trust my intuition and how did it work out? So that was one of my journal prompts. So that I want to continue, because I know it will be many times where I'm going to be faced with trusting my intuition. So I want to just make sure that I'm documenting it, and I know, like, okay, and hold on, let me just look at the questions we have. Are there any ways in which my coaching journey feels incomplete? Well, I'm not ready to stop even after 6 months. So that would be the only way. I'm not ready to stop, but it's not up to us. So that would be the only way it feels incomplete. I wish we could do a year at least. 6 months, I feel like, is a good start, and we're able to dive right when we start to dive really, deep, and we're really working on things. It's just hard to let go after 6 months. I think a year would be perfect, but that's the only way. Other than that, I mean, I enjoy every last one of these sessions. It's been a safe space for me where I look forward to it. Our meetings were on Monday. So, it was something after the weekend, at the beginning of the week, I look forward to come here and to just work through things and put in the work. And it was something that I looked forward to every Monday. Sometimes I'll say, oh, I can't wait to tell Vipa this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. So, it was always, it's something that I look forward to. So I'm definitely going to miss it. So that would be the only way that I would say it's incomplete. I wish it was a year. Is there anything I might regret not bringing up in the remaining time? No. I felt like I was able to build trust, and I was completely transparent with you. I never tried to hide anything, whether it be professional or personal, because again, I feel like it kind of all, fits together. So I was always very transparent, and I was very vulnerable at times, where I approached these sessions. I felt like I had to give it my all in order for me to truly get results out of it. I had to be vulnerable, and I had to say exactly where I was at. I couldn't fake the funk. Like, I had to say, this is where I'm at, and be vulnerable. There was times where, I cried on the phone to you. There was times where I sent you messages on off days, which weren't Mondays. And I felt, in order for me to get what I truly needed out of this, that was the only way. Like, you would have to see me exactly for who I am at this time in my life. And so because of that, I don't have any regrets. If I did hold anything back, I think I would have, because how can you help me if you don't know? But definitely, I don't have any regrets. I think that was the last question.
Great, awesome. Got it.